Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Hernandez wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Calls his own number. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Snagged in the middle. It's Henry. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And the Owls will have it 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Right down the middle. Right on the money. At the 35, he's open. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Unloads quickly. Fights off a defender. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
Hernandez looking to throw. He's going to let it go. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Touchdown Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. He'll try the left side. Got the first down and more. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. To the air on first down. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Creates a little room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Henry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the pressure. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Owls. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hernandez wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Going to sling it on second down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. On the move, it's Henry. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're working that left side. At the 45 on his way. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space, on them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This quarterback part of their running game. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Finds a man in the middle. Breaks free. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And
breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stacked.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of the... ground on second down. Hernandez looking to throw. Hauls it in. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah.
He's loose at the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Now improvising. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Hernandez wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set.
Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
At the 43. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hernandez looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the outside. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bring in the heat. He's got the tight end. And they get him down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And
oh, he's got some space. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets rid of it. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Toss sweep to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so... It's time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, he makes the catch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Hernandez wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosions.
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. How about this defense taking one back to the house? With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hernandez looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Throwing right. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Fitted in the window for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Hernandez wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. He's going to take off. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And the Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to do it on the ground. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.